Thank you, D.A. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head-on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got O'Neal, Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And for San Antonio, they've got DeJounte Murray. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Steve, tonight we have a great matchup at the center spot. Talk about how that position has evolved over the last couple of years.
I think because of the rules, Kevin, there's not a lot of space when guys are posting up because of the defensive rules right now. You can sit in a post guy's lap, especially if he's dominant. So I think guys, as a post player now, saying I got to go out to the three-point line, I got to go out to the free throw line to be able to have some spacing to make shots.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Now, here is O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Poke loose. Ready by Bogdanovich. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Clock at 6. Back to Gobert. Over Murray. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Hey, let's give Rudy Gobert some credit for putting in the work. He can now hit the mid-range jumper.
And the pass to Forbes. DeRozan again tingles. And it's DeRozan missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Over Murray. On target from 13 feet.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
Murray surveying the D. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs. On offense, here are the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Murray, the pass to Forbes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's DeRozan. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, that is one situation that DeRozan is huge for. He can bail out a team with the shot clock ticking down.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here is Ingles. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
DeRozan in the corner. From 10 feet out, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Now here's DeRozan. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. DeRozan against Ingles. Now here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
O'Neal inside. No points in the game yet for him. Spurs trail by 4.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Now here's Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Murray winning second-team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Mitchell against Murray. 6 to shoot. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 8th in scoring, 18th in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Gobert. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
Mitchell against Murray. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Mitchell. The feed to Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Throw good, Bogdanovich.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Lonnie Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's White in for Murray. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Utah with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Gobert finds Conley, and Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Damari Carroll subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Utah. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course San Antonio just way behind.
And I think for the Jazz, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley, the pass to Clarkson. Here's Davis, and Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
White, good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Clarkson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Gobert dishes to Conley. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
It's the kind of season series that can really make a difference in the standings if one team ends up dominating the other.
And they get it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Throw good. Clarkson. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
Now here's White. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Bogdanovich against Gay. Back to White. Lets it go with a 3. And Davis pulls it down. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Moutier with the basket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
White the pass to Gay. Not going to go that time. Davis with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Now here's Pirtle. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
His shot blocking dominated the game. His 3 blocks really had an effect on defense.
Carroll against Clarkson. Carroll kicks to Gay. Over Bogdanovich. Gay misses. Jazz leading by 3. .152 left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Carroll, no one around him. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Nice job from Carroll there to get his hands up and be ready for that shot.
Clarkson against Gay. Davis dishes to Bogdanovich. And here's Conley outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Here's White. Rebound, Utah.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Pirtle with the steal. Walker the pass to Gay. White looking around. Back to Gay. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Over the years, Rudy Gay has added a lot of bulk to his frame. You see it right there off contact.
Gay against Conley. He kicks it to Clarkson. From outside the arc. No good on that one. Walker with some nice D. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Out to White. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Mills from the arc. The shot missing. What a performance for Bojan Bogdanovich. He has been the story for Utah. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
We're very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson, Conley out there with Moutier. Then there's Davis, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 4. Pass to Pirtle. Bellinelli against Moutier. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range. There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Clarkson. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bounce pass Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. Bellinelli finds Aldridge. Gay trying to break free. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Conley. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide. His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. On defense, the Jazz. Now Mills. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
Gay outside. Passes it to Aldridge. Kicks to Mills. Bangs home the trifecta. Mills has got 6 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Over Aldridge. Here's Davis. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bogdanovich.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now, here's DeRozan. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And last season, DeMar DeRozan averaging the lowest rate of three-point attempts of his career.
Kevin, the Raptors had wanted him to shoot more triples. The Spurs were content to put the ball in his hands and let others provide the spacing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. last season's adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
And he makes both free throws. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
That one good for two.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Mills passes to Bellinelli. Here's Lyles to the inside. So the wing on the left, 6 to shoot. Here's Mills. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. For 3. Can't convert the two-handed jam. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Lyles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Pass to Gobert. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Aldridge. 10th in blocks, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Bellinelli against O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
Now, here is O'Neal. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
Yep, that one goes. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a switcher also for Utah. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Davis. Both good from the line that time.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter, DeRozan, really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Houston. Gobert against Aldridge. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
Murray the pass to Lyles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And he sinks the second.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
San Antonio's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Back to Forbes. Now here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Here's Aldridge. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Right side Aldridge. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Over Murray, and Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Gobert's got the game tied up here for Utah. Spurs have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. DeRozan passes to Murray. 3-pointer. DeRozan's shot is off. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Conley with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Shot clock at 5. Poked away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Conley following the bucket by the Spurs. The 3, trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Conley's shot is off.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
And the dunk by Lyles.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, NBA offense is requiring spacing, and Bryn Forbes, a shooter who could not be left open.
Not at all. He's a gunner, still rounding out his game, but the foundation laid is with his marksmanship.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Damari Carroll comes in for Trey Lyles. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Derek White subbed in for Murray. The Jazz also changing it up. Clarkson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. The drive by Gobert.
A defense unto himself. Rudy Gobert regarded by his team as the Utah Jazz version of Bill Russell.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 3. Down low. Here's Walker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Smitty, the standing reach of Gobert, 9'7". He's around the rim before he leaves his feet.
Yes, Kevin, the most efficient shots in basketball are dunks and layups, and he makes them hard to come by.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Gay. Bucket is good, and the Spurs lead by 3.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Back to Conley. To the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mudiay.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Rudy Gobert. First in shooting percentage. Second in rebounding. And he's an eraser inside, a definite factor defensively, right in that top 5 in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now here's Gay. 9 points last game out. Conley against Carroll. Inside, here's Poeltl, and he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The pass to Mudiay. Conley against White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Poeltl with the block. Over in the corner, White. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Shooting 2.
And free throw good from Gay.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now, a valuable wingman with incredible length.
So he gets them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
27 seconds left in the first half. High post, Gobert. Hurdles there. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Spurs leading by 7. Right side, White. And here's Gay with 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, get to a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. San Antonio leading by 7. DeRozan out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Mitchell against Murray. He kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. Knocks down the 3-ball. DeRozan's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
Nice read on that play by DeRozan. Came off the pick and took what the defense gave him.
Back to Clarkson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Clarkson's got 6 points.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D and in.
Here's Pirtle. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Jazz, #1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Jazz trail by 8 to the left side wing. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Mitchell against Murray. Passes it to Aldridge. Rebound, Utah.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Clarkson finds Mitchell. Over Murray. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Pass to Gobert. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Isles checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovich is checked in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. A 12-point game. And there's the pass to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Fades and shoots. And the shot is long.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Here's DeRozan. It doesn't go for him. The Jazz go the other way with it.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Now, here's Lyons. 7 points in the game. DeRozan against Ingles. A fadeaway. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 13.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area.
Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Picked away. Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Mitchell left side. San Antonio with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 9. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. 11 points in the game.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. And so Murray nails both of them.
The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
Steve, the Spurs have great consistency, but you have to wonder, how does this team find its way back into title contention?
Yes, Kevin, great question. Losing Kawhi Leonard, it really hurt the San Antonio Spurs. This organization has to do some soul searching on how that went bad. But how they do it, they have to draft great again. They have to keep developing young players, and that chemistry has to continue to be elite.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
When Gordon Hayward left the Jazz 3 summers ago, some expected a rebuild. Instead, they hit gold with Donovan Mitchell and kept on trucking.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the heartbreak over losing Hayward. Short-lived, but the Jazz still needed to learn from it.
Very important that the Jazz retain the stars they developed. I think there were some lessons learned along the way.
Aldridge. Gobert with the block. Wiles against Clarkson. Dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and the 3 ball is good. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
San Antonio calls timeout. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
White, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Bogdanovich. 8th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Now here's Mills, covered by Mitchell. Lets it go from the wing, but they recover it. Here's Aldridge, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter. Passes it to Gobert. Buries it down low. Gobert's got 15.
What a game for Rudy. We don't expect this every night, but it's an encouraging sign.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They are just killing him on the interior.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. And Utah with a change here, too. Mike Conley's checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And, you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Now here's Mills. He has 6. There's the dish to Gay. Pass to White. The pass to Bellinelli. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. They get the rebound. And the basket by Ingles.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
San Antonio leading and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Moutier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Six to shoot. Gobert against Bellinelli. The Jazz again can't hit it. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. He dishes it to White. There's Walker with the 3. That shot off. And it's Utah the other way. For the lead. Misses at the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He can beat you from long range, mid-range. That time, Aldridge draws the foul inside.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And the first one at the line is good. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Damari Carroll's checked in for San Antonio. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Conley against White. Pass to Gobert. Kicks to Moutier. Over in the corner, Conley. Another miss by Utah. Spurs leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Now Aldridge. 8 points for him. Now here's Carroll. Back to Aldridge. There's Walker with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
San Antonio's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Here's Carroll. Right side, White lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Pass to Conley for the lead. Walker with some nice D.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now Walker following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. On deep, Gay. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah trailing here. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the middle. Here's Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
This is something Gay does wonderfully. An insane dunker who loves finishing strong at the rim.
And the Jazz call time here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now. Rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And the Spurs making a change here. Myrtle's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. O'Neal's checked in. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Now here is O'Neal. Pass to Conley. And stolen by White. To the inside. Pirtle kicks to White. Moves back up. Gobert with the block. 5 on the clock. Tries yet again. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Ingles passes to Conley. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
He's an ultra-quick lefty with a great feel for how to run a team. Mike Conley is a tremendous asset for this franchise.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Ingles against DeRozan. Out to Conley for the lead. Gobert. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Tie game in San Antonio. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right? Jumpers will go. All right? They come in flurries. miss a couple, make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose. Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problems.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And that one's good by Gay.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Murray's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. Gobert finds Conley. Jazz passing it around. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Murray against Conley. Gay outside. Murray outside. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Carroll. Ready by Bogdanovich. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. The lead is 2. He kicks it to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Dishes it to Conley. Cans it from downtown. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Conley against Murray. Passes to Gay. DeRozan with it. Knocked loose. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Lyles checked in for San Antonio. And Utah with a change here, too. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Lyles got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray against Mitchell. Pass to Gay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Long strides Gay takes on the drive is alarming for a defense. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
The free throw drops for Gay. And he can't hit the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. Gobert with it. Back to Clarkson. There's the pass to Mitchell. From deep. Another miss by Utah. Spurs trail by 4. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my goodness. His 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Murray kicks to Forbes. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shoots off the step back. Murray, good.
Murray can quick shoot you, or he can hang in the air longer than you. Makes his jumper difficult to contest.
Here's Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That's tipped. Rams with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively. No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
And that one misses. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Mitchell against Murray. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Spurs with possession here.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
Now, here's Clarkson. He kicks to Mitchell. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Murray with the ball. to Forbes. Here's Lyles. 5 to shoot. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Aldridge. Over Gobert. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan. And that's 12 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Murray. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Mitchell.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Utah calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Murray following the bucket by the Jazz. Passes it to Aldridge. Pass to Lyles. Here's Forbes. No good on the 3.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Ingles kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Gobert. And here is Ingles. Here's Clarkson. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Clarkson against Murray. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Gobert, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Bradley's checked in. That one misses for Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And the basket is good. DeRozan's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Aldridge against O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Kicks it to Ingles. Fires the 3. They get it again. Bradley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
Knocked away. Murray against Mitchell. Right wing. Here's Forbes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ingles against DeRozan.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Murray with the bounce pass. Aldridge inside, guarded by Bradley.
Understanding the importance of momentum here, LaMarcus takes matters into his own hands.
Mitchell outside, feeds it to Bradley. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Ingles against DeRozan. He gets it in there. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Ingles outside. Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
On the free throw, no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
When you need a hoop in a close ball game, Joe Ingles is a sneaky choice. He made that play.
San Antonio calls timeout. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. .44 seconds left in the fourth. Here's DeRozan. Aldridge up on top. From past the arc. O'Neal with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Mitchell against Murray. The drive by Mitchell. Money!
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
There's the floater game. Murray incredibly smooth in everything he does.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Bogdanovich, that's for two. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Davis. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position.
Watching DeRozan tonight, you're reminded of how good, how resourceful a scorer he can be.
O'Neal inside. Aldridge on him. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bogdanovich. Ingles, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Forbes the pass to Murray. Down low. Here's Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And you just love that concentration level that Bogdanovich possesses. Even when the D's crowding him, he stays locked in on that cup.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Here's Aldridge. The shot comes out. Davis with some nice D. And it's Davis with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Count that one. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Murray outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Pass to Lyles. Mitchell against Murray. Clock at 4. There's the pass to Forbes. Now Lyles. A second chance effort, and the shot goes down. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Clarkson, he's checked in for Ed Davis. We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it.
Attack mode right there. He plays bigger than his size.
To the middle, here's Forbes. The rebound by the Jazz.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
It's hauled in by Lyle.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Now here's Murray. It counts, and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Now here's Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Ingles. Clock at 6. Passes it to Conley. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Stolen by Clarkson.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance. Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Full 24-second shot clock. We're now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Conley, the pass to Ingles. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. It's not going to go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Murray against Conley. Pass to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Outside DeRozan. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 8. There's 42 seconds left in the first overtime. The Jazz making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Ingles against DeRozan. Bradley dishes to Ingles. Murray against Conley. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The Jazz with another miss. and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's DeRozan, and it's blocked by Bradley. They recover it. Double by Bogdanovich. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Murray outside. And so it's the Spurs with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.